Hey guys, came for 15, back out with another video for you guys, back with another Arifureta episode review for you guys as we continue on with more Arifureta goodness as I'm catching up on my duty for season 3. This is kind of basically the conclusion of this Hauila storyline that we get at the start of season 3, and then obviously we get the last bit of the episode, or the you get the cliffhanger to where they're about to enter the Great Labyrinth and continue on with the goals of what they need to do so Nagamo can take his girls and go home. But regardless, this will probably be a short episode review, but really ultimately nothing does happen out of importance outside of the fact that the Hauila tribe is basically now more accepted in this beast clan's grouping now, but they kind of don't want nothing. Cam doesn't want nothing to do with it. And then you have it to where Shea ends up basically showing Hajime where her mom was laid to rest. But we start the episode off after the events of the last episode, after Cam basically got his revenge and they took over the emperor and everything and revealed everything that's happened. They're basically flying back, and they're not only taking the slaves that the emperor had, but also him to basically speak in front of the other beast people for what he did and everything. And you kind of you get a banter back and forth between and Hajime where he's like, I know it was you that helped out the Haulias, and he's like, please, I don't care, whatever, right? And he's like, look, man, just give me one of your your flying machines, and I'll be good and everything, right? We can create a nice little alliance. And Hajime is like, yeah, no, I'm not giving you that, especially after the Empire is basically trashed with everything, right? And he tries to be like, you know what, actually, I can get you. I have a daughter. She's of age to where she can marry you. And it's funny because all the other girls start to get defensive. They're like, yeah, that ain't happening. You make that happen, we're gonna kill your ass. And Shizuka's like, you're not gonna make Hajime stoop down to you. And again, just like I mentioned in the last episode review with Liliana, it's clear that she likes Hajime more than just a friend. She is in love with him, right? And she's like, I will not let you do that. Under no circumstances is Nagamo going to do this. And the Emperor's like, oh, um, do you like her? Like him or something? And she's always like, what, me like him? No, 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 no. This is all platonic. We're just friends. And it's funny because the Emperor is trying to egg Nagamo on. He's like, hey, listen, I think you need to shoot your shot at the princess. And Hajime is like, yeah, no, I'm not about that action. And he's kind of dissing Liliana, and Liliana's just kind of in the background like, why is he speaking so down about me like that? Like as if she's getting rejected right then and there, which is basically what's happening. But again, I just have a feeling that at some point he's going to open his arms up and be like, you're special to me, Liliana, right? But anyways, the layman's term is because all the flack that the Emperor got and the fact that the Crown Prince's son is dead, basically it's realistically it's calling off the engagement of what Liliana is supposed to do. And because of it, she's no longer engaged. And in all honesty, her kingdom doesn't need the help of the Emperor or the Empire anymore. If anything, the Empire needs help from other kingdoms now that their status is so bad now, right? But she's basically like what the freaking Emperor said. She's like, well, okay, if that's the case, then look at that. She's free to take. Like, why don't you want anything of this? And Hajime is just like, why would I need anything else extra? And he basically grabs Yue and Shea and he wraps his arms around them and he's like, why do I need anything more when I got all what I have? And he's obviously referencing the Shea and Yue. Which it also kind of starts this whole thing of him kind of basically accepting to starting to finally not only just tell Shea you're important to me. It's more like to the fact like, no, you're very special to me and I want you to be my next lover, right? So Shea fans, stand up. You get what you want. I'll talk about that in a few episodes later, but it's funny because Shea had the biggest smile on her face. But anyways, they finally land. They get to the Beastmen little village area. Basically, all the slaves reunite with, and mostly the children reunite with their parents and everything. And you basically have it to where the leader, which is this elf guy, one of their council, he basically, thanks Cam for what he's done and bringing them back and saving the other Beast clans members' lives, right? And he offers him a spot on their council, but Cam wants nothing to do with it. And also, too, he was also trying to recruit other rabbit beastmen to the Hauilas and everything, and it seems like some of that is going to work. But regardless, they kind of hold the Emperor on trial for what he's done. And basically, the Emperor's like, listen, I'll make some peace. I'll agree to your demands and everything. But at some point, Hajime kind of gets tired of his ass, and he's like, you know what? I'm getting sick and tired of this crap. He creates a portal just to send his ass back into the Empire, which is funny. He's like, come on, man. Listen, I can negotiate. He's like, yeah, I don't got time for this bullshit. And she's like, all right. And he's like, all right, it's time for you to go home too. And she's like, whoa, don't send me home yet. Like, I still got some things I gotta do. And he's like, all right, finish what you gotta finish, but you're going home, right? So that's the thing. He's already sick and tired of this whole situation. He's just ready to continue on. Cam shows him to where the Hauila group or the Hauila tribe basically used to reside at, right? And he's just taking a nap and everything. He's laying on Yue's lap. But he's basically tired after everything that's been happening the last few episodes, right? But Cam calls him, is like, hey, Shea wants to actually talk with you, right? So he goes to where Shea is at, and basically he tells Shea, or Shea shows him, like, this is where my mother was laid to rest. And this was her favorite spot because she could look up at the sky and just see everything, right? And you kind of get this nice romantic thing where he's basically just like, you mean a lot to me and you're special to me and everything. And, as they're obviously, kind of talking to Shea's mom. She is telling, like, this is Hajime Nagamo. He saved me and he helped me for all this time. And if it wasn't for meeting him, I wouldn't be who I am today. And then obviously Hajime chips in and he's like, look, realistically, like, thank you for everything that you've done for Shea, because if me and you, I never found her, well then, our journeys wouldn't be as fun as I thought it was. Which is nice to hear. The fact that, and regardless, let's be honest, even though he does get sick and tired of like all these girls fighting over him, you can't deny Hajime is actually having fun with this, and he's actually enjoying his time with the other girls, because regardless of the hecticness and the craziness and the freaking drooling over the fact that all these girls do with him, right? He still gets enjoyment and he still has fun with them. Again, like I said in the last few episodes, that Hajime from the very beginning is still deeply in there, even though he's more hardcore now, but it's still a piece of him still there, right? So you can have it to where you have it to where that's going on, and things like that. And Shea tries to like butter him up and everything. She's like, listen, if there's anything I can do for you, because you helped me, please let me know. I'll do, and you can clearly tell what she mean by I'll do anything. Like, she thinking like Hajime is like, okay, then I'll come over here because I'm gonna like, what, right? But no, she clearly wants that. That's why she's like, I'll promise I'll do anything. And she's like wrapping his arm around her boobs, and I'm like, bruh, at some point you're just gonna have to quote unquote mate with the rabbit girl, right? Because everybody loves rabbit girls, right? I wouldn't be turning that down, but regardless, right? Regardless, he kind of like subtly rejects her, and he's like, "Look, don't get any bright ideas. Just because you're special to me, don't mean you're that special to me." But it's only setting the stage for when he eventually, like, you know, what everybody sees later on, where he kisses her, right? So there's that, and then obviously the episode ends out with the fact that they're basically getting ready to enter the next great labyrinth that they got to do to continue on their travel or their journey to getting back home, right? Getting those artifacts to go back home. But anyways, that's where the episode ends off. Solid episode. Again, like I said, nothing really happened in this episode. It was just you just had some nice moments, funny moments in this episode. Some nice moments. Obviously, a very nice moment between Hajime and Shea. But yeah, that's basically it. But if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Arifureta content or any other anime content I upload to the channel and things like that. But till then, guys, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys next video. Till then, guys, peace.